Thank you very much. One thing, I totally agree with their recommendations. In fact, the best of the best is barring them from holding any public office or any
whether
other.
Elective or appointive.
Whether elective, appointive, any. If you're found culpable, you should actually be banished from this society. And I'll tell you why I'm saying that. Corruption equals death. You know? Stealing of public money equals death. We have lost people out of diseases that ideally should actually be managed, you know. And you can imagine, you know, when this thing came out, I realized how rich this country is. We are so rich, you know. It's just how we spend this money that is very questionable. If we are all financial intelligent, if we are all ready to spend public funds in the right way, I can assure you all our schools will be well equipped. We will be able to take our schools to the public schools. Tell me why the private schools are coveted right now and not the public institutions. Simple. The standards have gone down because of our corrupt selves. You know, we are stealing. The money that is supposed to go to doing the right thing is actually going somewhere else. Doctors, nurses, teachers have been striking for so many years. I mean, the answer is here. All this money that keeps disappearing is enough. Is enough to make everybody comfortable. Look at countries like Namibia, where they are almost at zero rated corruption. The public schools are free. It's a very rich country. Everybody is happy. The states are clean. Things are moving, you know. And
yet they probably have less money to work with than we do.
Thank you.
Look at it.
It's just how, if we use this money properly, everybody will be happy. From the police officer to even the lowest paid up member of this society, because they don't need to steal. Their kids can go to any public school, get the same education with any other child, irregardless of where they are coming from. When you look at Kenya, the way we've demarcated it in terms of our counties, there are counties which are so poor. The sorry state of those counties, yet they could be the richest counties. It's sad. Let me use Turkana as one of those, or the northeastern part, where we are now drilling oil. But this oil, who will it benefit? You know, if anything, it's killing the population there, because our corrupt selves have made the business entities pay their way out to get shortcuts in terms of how they deal with the waste products. You know, corruption equals death. It must be stopped. And this thing that we cannot stop corruption, I think that's an excuse that we've all been carrying with ourselves. Now we should start saying, we must stop corruption. We must take that collective responsibility. And again, it's about our leadership. My call to the leadership is, this is your time. As I said, it's a litmus test. Kenyans are waiting to see, is it another play game? Is it another level playing field? Are we just playing football? Who's going to score the highest goal?
What role is LSK leadership going to play in this?
LSK leadership and any other profession must take this thing to the core of their hearts. You know, the accountants. And the other week you had the accounting body say they're actually going to put hefty sanctions and fines in terms of dealing with the accountants who are actually perpetrators of this. And I think all professions should take it up. It's not even about LSK alone, not the lawyers alone. Every state actor, any professional body. Corruption is not even with the lawyers alone or the accountants. So we all play a role in that. So each and every profession must actually come out strongly about this. And first, I must applaud the accountants. They were the first to come out and say we must deal with this thing. And we are going to crack the whip in terms of our members. And at the same time, they also need to look at their members who are also fronted and taken to court, yet they are not the real culprits.
The other culprits elsewhere.
The other culprits are elsewhere. They were just, I call them again the envelope, the conveyor belts, you know. So it's a very delicate balance. But at the end of the day, all of us, this is something that all of us, all professions must step in. And I must also applaud the media. You've done a good job. And keep it up, because only then can Kenyans really get to know what is happening.